I want to talk to you about $1,000 a week side hustle that can really make you rich real fast. Okay. And in today's conversation, I want to share with you a few jobs, a few side hustles that can bring a constant stream of income to your life right now. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. So the first one I want you to really think about is blogging or vlogging. So when we talk about blogging or vlogging, it's all about your creativity. It's all about the geography. It's all about your target audience. So you want to lean into your hobbies and skills and share them online through creating valuable, informative, and/or entertaining content. So the content has to actually fit this criteria. So valuable, informative, and/or entertaining. So this trifecta is really important to keep in mind. If you enjoy writing and you love your topic, you may find it easier than others to create original posts and copy for your blogs. Additionally, artificial intelligence tools can actually shorten the content creation process for both video and written content, reducing time significantly. Now, the only thing is that everybody talks about AI here, AI there, but if you are going to be serious, if you want to really connect with your audience, it's just a lot better for you to really put yourself a little bit of a personal time into the creation process. I mean, if you are going to write a blog, it's just better to write yourself as opposed to relying on third-party technology like AI to sort of help you out. So this can really net you a lot. You could make easily $1,000 a week through the blog or through your vlog. If you are going to do a vlogging, basically you gotta really find a platform, a video platform where you share your data. You can actually have sponsorships from brands. Okay, you can actually earn ad. You can add revenue from ads. That's totally possible. And in some cases, you can have product placement. You can also do vlogs, which are essentially video blogs or video diaries. This can be only a few minutes long and can be shot while you are on the move or in your home, depending on the context of the vlog, or of course. And one thing I want to say is that everything depends on your target audience also. So if you are able to, whatever you do, make sure that you are reliable. In other words, your audience must feel that you are really like a original. This is really important. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Number two, I want to share with you online tutoring. So online tutoring is a great way to make $1,000 at least a week on the side. So, but the thing is, when we talk about online tutoring, we are speaking about your ability to actually put forward a skill set. It can be a skill set, it can be a capability, it can be a talent, whatever you have. You are able to actually share this with your audience. This is a great way for you to connect and make at least $1,000 every single week. If you're really passionate about a subject and possess extensive knowledge about it, why not teach it? With the help of video conferencing and tutor matching platforms, promote yourself as a freelance tutor has never been this is a process that has never been easier. And the cool thing is that you can teach a whole range of subjects such as a language, for instance, okay, math or music at different levels and for different age groups to students located around the world. Because everybody think, well, when you think about tutoring, the kids or the students has to be in the U.S. No. As long as they can speak English and you can actually understand the language they're speaking, you're good to go. That's not a problem. You can easily make $1,000. Now, of course, if you want to make $1,000, you want to actually teach to audiences that can really afford to pay you, so that you can actually make your $1,000 every single week. Because if you are actually teaching audiences in a country where the cost of living is way lower than what we have here in the States, this is going to be a little complicated for you to reach your $1,000 at least weekly revenue. So be very careful in terms of the geography, but also in terms of timing. Some topics, some courses may be more expensive at other times during the year. So chronology plays an important role, okay? And your sessions can typically be scheduled around your availability, and you can choose to take on as many or as few as you like. Everything depends on you. You are in control. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about some jobs that really can net you $1,000 every week on the side. The third job category where you can actually make a pretty decent living on the side here is handmade crafts. So when we talk about handmade crafts, we're talking about your creativity, but also we're talking about the specific type of craft you have. You remember, when we talk about handmade crafts, you have all kinds of possibilities to sort of monetize the craft later on. So the thing is that depending on the exact craft or artwork that you have, you can create beautiful custom pieces and even bespoke jewelry and sell them on your Etsy store. I mean, Etsy is not the only place, but you have Poshmark, you have eBay, you have Amazon, but Etsy is really sort of the go-to store for everything crafty related. But and you can easily make $1,000 depending on your creativity, but also depending on the exact piecework that you are actually selling. But when it comes to your avenues for revenue, you got to be a little strategic, and you also have to think about the target audience, what they want to buy, what they want to buy from you, what they have bought from you in the past. Okay, so chronology plays an important role. So you got to look at timing also, and also geography. So where is your target audience coming from? That really plays an important role in the type of artwork you can sell. So you might decide to dedicate a couple of hours each week to crafting your products for sale, and then spend a few minutes here and there each day manning your store, liaising with customers, and fulfilling orders. Now, liaising with customers is very important because when it comes to artwork, people want to feel relatable. People want to feel that you are relatable. Your audience wants to feel that you're not some kind of machine, or you're not some kind of robots, artificial intelligence, whatever. No, you are a person with a history. You're not just crafting some art, some crafting certain things. There is a history behind everything, and so people are kind of interested in connecting with your store at a deeper level, and you want to pay attention to that. So if you do a good job at connecting with your audience, you can make very easily more than $1,000 every single week, actually through your artwork. This is totally possible, and it's one of those things where if you are able to also find other ways to sell your products, not only through Etsy but also online by having a website, for instance, you can also increase your avenues for revenue. Another way to actually make $1,000 at least every single week is actually going through consulting. And so when we talk about consulting, this is kind of similar to online tutoring. The only thing is the consulting can be physical, it can be real, it can be live. Okay, you can go to, and when we talk about consulting, we're not just talking about B2B, so business to business. You can also do B2C, so business to consumer. So you can actually coach, if you will, individuals. You can coach businesses, you can coach organizations, you can coach groups, you can coach teams. You have a lot of possibilities. Okay, consulting to businesses is actually an excellent way to make money without burning yourself out, especially if you decide to join an expert network. You can get paid per hour for your time consulting big industry names within your field of expertise, such as marketing or business strategy, and you can pick your own hours. That's the flexibility I was just talking to you a little earlier about. And so you can choose your own hours, which means that you are going to go home at night, you are going to say hi to the kids, you're going to say hi to your spouse, you're going to have a normal family life. You can strike the right balance between work and life, and that's what you should be shooting for anyway. And so you can decide whether or not to accept a consulting project. Of course, you got to have the financial flexibility before actually doing that, but it's totally possible. It's indeed possible to have financial freedom without sacrificing your work-life balance, and you can make upwards of $1,000 depending on the industry you're in. You can really, if you're doing B2B, you can really make easily more than $1,000 a week. Okay, if you're doing B2C, it could be a little complicated because like individuals may not have the same sort of purchasing power that business do have. But if you are actually targeting the right audience for your consulting business, you should really be, whether you're doing B2B or B2C, you should be in a position where you can charge like a pretty comfortable amount of cash and really make sure that your business is really adding value to your life, not only monetary value, but also psychological value and professional value. So that's really important. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about $1,000 a week jobs, side jobs that can really add value to your life real fast. Another way to actually make money real fast, you can earn up to $1,000 is through pet sitting and dog walking. Now, dog walking, a lot of folks think, oh, well, I'm just walking dogs, whatever. But hey, listen, number one, it depends on the dog owner that you're dealing with. It depends on your geography, right? So if you walk dogs actually in LA versus walking dogs in a small town in Delaware, for instance, chances are you're not going to actually you'll be paid more. I mean, obviously you'll be paid more in LA than you'll be paid in Delaware. That's just the geography, okay? And also instead of actually walking dogs, actually walking one dog, why not trying to really multiply the number of dogs and the number of canines? It's all about multiplying diversifying your the opportunities here, anyways, right? So that's really good. So if you have a knack for the furry friends, why not monetize it and get your other responsibilities taken care of at the same time? You can join a pet sitting or dog walking online platform and get paid to watch your clients' pets, which doesn't take much time from your day at all. I mean, that's really cool in terms of the possibilities that you have here. And one thing I want to say here is that when we talk about dog walking, pet walking, whatever, you have to be. It's not just about creating a relationship with the canines. It's also about creating the relationship with the dog owners. Okay, you want to make sure that you cultivate a relationship all year long with those owners, so they can rely on you. Because dogs for pet owners, they're like kids, right? So for someone to actually entrust you with their dogs, you really need to actually win the trust of that person in the first place. So the relationship has to be, you have to build a relationship first at a very deeper level, at a human level. And you can easily make $1,000 a week. We're speaking here about $150 every day, working 6 days a week. And if you are able to walk multiple dogs, you can make a lot of cash. And we're talking about you working like 4 hours, 4 to 6 hours, in some cases 8 hours, especially during the busy season, like in the summer when all the owners are on vacation. You have a lot of jobs there. You can also make a lot of cash by being a fitness coach trainer, and so this is kind of cool. You can really easily make like $1,000 every week through this could be a side gig or a full-time gig for you. And the question is, how are you going to structure your fitness coach or trainer sort of gig? Do you want to work with third-party gyms, or do you want to really have do you want to have your own studio, which means that you're going to have to think about the the rental, the lease cost. That's a possibility. Or are you going to your clients' homes to actually train them? Or are you going to, do you have an online platform where you are basically distilling some tips and hacks around fitness? So you have all kinds of possibilities that really are available to you when it comes to making money as a fitness coach or trainer, right? So you can take on, or you can take on a couple of clients and train them for a few hours on the weekend or even once a week. It's totally up to you. You might also decide to host a boot camp once every couple of months and drive registrations before the boot camps start so that you are consistently being paid for the next cohort. So it's one of those things where if you have the right strategy in place, you are able to choose not only the chronology, the timing of the boot camp, but also the geography, so the location. So you can say, listen, this weekend I'm going to do a boot camp in New York. Next weekend I'm doing a boot camp in Philly. Next I'm going to Miami. Next I'm going to LA. No, next I'm going to Chicago. So this is the cool thing is that you can actually embed those costs, the traveling costs, already in in the cost of the boot camp. So that's really cool. I mean, the hotel, of course, accommodation, food, and everything. So you are thinking beforehand. So the bottom line here is for you to actually net $1,000 every single week. So we're speaking about net revenue, not gross income, but net income being $1,000 after you actually deduct all the expenses. So that's really good. And if you have a business, you have the opportunity to actually write off those costs, some of those costs, and that's really cool also. You also have the possibility to actually earn good cash through photography. So if you travel often, live in a picturesque location, or make visually stunning dishes, you might be able to earn some extra money through licensing your photos as stock photos, or having others pay you to take photos of their work or location on your own time terms. So as long as you have your camera handy, you can take photos whatever the setting is right, and then edit them in your free time. And the possibilities when it comes to photography are really endless, because you can do, again, going back to what I said about online tutoring or consulting, you can do photography, you can do a B2B, you can do a C2C, you can do a B2C. It's really up to you. So for instance, when we talk about consumers, consumers to consumers, you can actually do wedding photography, for instance. So there is actually a season. So if during the wedding season, you can be pretty booked. That's really great in terms of cash inflows throughout the year. And you can also do photography for businesses. So we're talking here about you doing product photography, so taking product photos, or you can actually be the in-house cameraman or camera woman for certain important elements, for certain important events. Another way to actually make more than $1,000 every week is to create digital products. So the world we live in has become extremely digitalized. Almost everything one could ask for is available at the click of a button. So why not meet your customers where they hang out online and develop a digital product that meets their precise needs, right? And so there is no right or wrong answer for a magical digital product that will sell well. The key is to really understand your market thoroughly and make things as easy for your customers as possible while automating the sales process. Some examples of digital products include printables, paid courses, training conducted via evergreen webinars, templates, and ebooks. And some other side hustles that don't take much time investment include participating in market research surveys, for instance, running out your own car, handyman services, driving for ride-sharing services. It's totally up to you in terms of how you structure your life, so you can easily make $1,000, actually at least $1,000 every single week. As you can see, there are plenty of ways to supplement your income, boost your savings, slash your debt, and simply do what you love and are passionate about without needing to resort to working onerously long hours. These ideas that I just gave you are highly flexible, and once the logistics of running the business are set up, can fit in snugly within your workday, so you can experience the best of both worlds. We're speaking here about you striking a perfect work-life balance. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I'll share with you a few side hustles that can really earn you $1,000 on the side. So let me do a quick recap here. So blogging, vlogging, online tutoring, handmade crafts, consulting, pet sitting, dog walking, fitness coach, trainer, photography, and your ability to create also digital products. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.